And in this video, we're going to look at setting up a workflow dashboard for putting in my commitments all the way to paying them. So I'm going to hit my little plus button over here to add my component. And it's going to be component type general. I'm going to hit my drop down here and I'm going to choose custom navigation. Switching my title here, I'm going to call this commitment to paid. Put in whatever title you like. And on the height, I'm just going to change that to 300. Okay, so down here in my link details is where I'm going to tell the system, here's what I want to do, and here is where in the system I need to go to get to that area. So I'm going to say enter PO, and in my menu dropdown, I'm going to click this, and I'm going to start typing transactions. Okay, and that brought me to my cash management section. So I'm going to keep on going down here. This is not great, honestly. I wish they would make this a bit more user friendly, but I want to go to the purchasing section, which is probably at the bottom. Expenses, inventory, budgets. Okay, order entry. We're getting closer, surely. Payroll, purchasing. Oh, finally. Okay, so I wanted to link to my purchase order transaction definition. Obviously, choose whatever makes sense for you, whatever actual transaction definition you want to be going into in the system. But I'm going to choose purchase order. Then I'm going to put in a line for converting this to an invoice. And it's going to be the same. It's actually going to be the same. So I'm going to scroll actually all the way down to the bottom now because I know that that's towards the end. And I'm going to hit transactions purchase orders. So that brings me into my list of purchase orders and I hit convert from there. Then maybe purchase order change order as well. So I'm going to hit my drop down, scroll all the way to the bottom. Keep going. Did I just go past it? Yes, I did. And then I'm going to select my PO change order. Okay, so on my next line, I'm going to do enter subcontract. This is a different transaction definition. So I'm going to hit the drop down. Hit the drop down. Scroll all the way down to purchasing, excuse me, and find my link for my subcontract transaction definition. Let me do that again. If that happens to you where it doesn't actually save it to this screen when you select it, just delete out the line and put it in again. I don't know why it does that. Maybe mine is just glitchy, but if that happens to you, that's the fix. Delete the line and go back in and redo. Bum, bum, bum. Inventory, order entry, payroll, purchasing. Transaction subcontract. Next, convert to INV. It's the same link because I'm going to just go to my list of subcontracts. And from there, I'm going to convert to a subcontract invoice. Subcontract change order. And scrolling once again, transactions, subcontract change order. Next line, if I want to pay that bill, once it's been converted to an invoice, I am going to go to my accounts payable section. So I'm going to hit pay bill as my link name. And I'm going to type in bills. Oh, really? Let me do that again. Bill. There we go. All right, so bills, pay bills, and that's going to bring me to the pay bills screen. And then what do I want to do after that's done? Maybe I want to print the check. So I'm going to go to, let me type check. No. Okay, so I'm going to keep on going here and I'm going to find the accounts payable module. So that was general ledger. Here's accounts payable. So checks, print checks. Or if you selected to pay via ACH, then you're going to want to generate your ACH file. So that's a different link. So we're going to type in the link name, and then we're going to hit the drop down, and we're going to go to accounts payable. Here's accounts payable, and we're going to hit ACH file generation. And see, that didn't work for me again. So I'm going to delete that out. Mine is really glitchy. Generate ACH file. And scroll down to accounts payable. ACH file generation. And then you'll want to download and approve ACH. So to download the actual file to send to your bank, and then it's actually the same place that you go to then to go in and approve that once the payments have been processed by your bank. It's in accounts payable, and it's this payment file. So one is the file generation, and then it's the payment file that you download to send to the bank, and then it's the same place that you come into to approve that. So there are the different links, and I'm going to hit save on that. And then if I click on these, this is going to bring me in to enter a PO. It's going to show me my list, and then I can add from there. And if I hit on my convert to invoice, it's going to bring me back to the same screen where I would hit the convert button, and it's going to give me the option to convert that to a purchasing invoice. If I want to put in a change order, I can hit this link. It'll bring me into my purchasing change orders. And then subcontract is going to be, your list of subcontracts. Convert to invoice is going to be that same list. You're going to hit the convert button. Subcontract change orders. If you click the pay bill, it's going to bring you to your pay bill screen in Intacct, and you'd pay from there. And then depending on what you chose to pay that bill, you might want to print the check, or you might want to generate an ACH file. So obviously, if you don't do checks, don't bother putting that link in. If you don't do ACH, don't bother putting that link in. If you do both, then you might want to have both of them on your workflow dashboard. So that is your commitment to paid workflow dashboard.